Welcome, guests. Tonight we are talking about lightsabers. Now, I don't know of a Star Wars fan who doesn't want their very own lightsaber. And next month will be Star Wars Night event, and this will be the last Disney After Dark event until after the summer season. And the dates for that are May 3rd, May 4th be with you, and May 27th. I believe, sadly, all those tickets have been sold out because we are fanatics. But just because you don't go to the After Dark event doesn't mean you cannot acquire your very own custom lightsaber. How do you go about doing that? Well, my recommendation is get on the Disneyland app, do a search for Savi's Workshop, that's SAVI''S, and schedule your appointment. Probably arrive about 20 minutes prior to your appointment because you have to pick your style of lightsaber hilt. There are 4 choices to choose from, but there are multiple pieces to each set. So your lightsaber will be customized to you. So you will pick out your hilt and you will pay for your lightsaber, and at your scheduled time, they will bring you into the workshop. And this, let me tell you, friends, is an experience. I and my son have both done this, and it really feels like you're part of the Star Wars universe. And I have acquired this book. Now, I'm not going to make you do a book report. That's my job. I'm going to do a book report. So we've got the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, A Guide to Batuu, an in-world guide. So I'm going to go through here and share with you over the next month about different things that you might encounter in Batuu and things to look out for and things that might surprise you. So, and I kind of think of myself as a real big Star Wars fan because I have been a Star Wars fan since I was 10 years old when the very first movie came out. I went and saw it 25 times in the theater, no lie. And I begged my parents to rename me Leia. And they didn't. But she was my very first princess. And so I have been a Star Wars fan ever since. So let's go to Batuu. Now these are the symbols that they give you to choose from, and they will give you a pin to match what you have. Now this first one is elemental nature, and this is the pieces that you will get to have as your lightsaber. You don't end up using all of them, but you will use most of them. This lightsaber symbol and its pieces are for peace and justice. This one is for protection and defense. Coincidentally, this is the one I chose. And the final one is power and control, which generally ends up being some of the villains.
It just looks like a bunch of junk and scraps, but to us this is our home and this is everything. And we as gatherers have traveled across the galaxy, collecting relics from war-torn planets, rotten outposts, and ancient Jedi and Sith temples. We have dedicated our lives to passing on the knowledge of the Force to future generations in hopes of restoring balance to the galaxy. We do this to preserve our past, but also to protect our future. And this is important now more than ever because as you can see outside, we are in troubled times. The conflict between the Resistance and the First Order has found us right here on Batuu. But in troubled times, there is always a call for heroes to arise, just like we believe you have as well. And that call brought you here to us. And you all sought us out to build this. The lightsaber. Now the lightsaber is elegant and powerful, beautiful and enigmatic. The lightsaber is a direct connection between builder and the Force. It has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes and some of their strongest enemies. Alright, now that we all have our pieces in front of us, how about we all explore together? Now in that far left long slot, you'll find your chassis that will house your kyber crystal. In sections 1 and 2, you'll find your grips. Section 3, your emitter. Section 4, your pommel. And in section 5, you'll find 2 matching sets of activation plates.
To back away from your station as far as you can to make way for the gatherers to help with this part of the process, which is stabilization. Normally, this does require somebody who is force sensitive, like a Jedi or Sith. However, we are not force sensitive, which is why we experiment with technology inside of our workshop. Because when working with the power of the Kyber crystal, things can be very unpredictable at times. But I have a great feeling because we are working with a well-trained group of gatherers tonight. As we stand clear, it is very important for us to... Actually, that should not be happening. What's going on, guys?
Many thanks, Silver. Now, join the yes, lightsaber. It begins. It is time. Your journey.
Senora. Builders, the Force must truly be strong in this room tonight. And he's right. It is time. Time to forge the bond between Builder and Saber. Place your hand on your hilt. Take a deep breath in and activate. Raise your lightsabers. You have just built a lightsaber, like the Jedi and Sith that have came before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Now raise them high and raise them proud, builders.
In the evening over in Batuu, it's always kind of fun to sit when it's dark to see who has assembled their lightsabers, because inevitably everybody wants to pose in front of the Millennium Falcon. So you're grinning.
Yes, I am, of course.
And you picked the green Kyber crystal.
I did.
Which surprises me because purple is your favorite color.
Yes.
So why did you pick green?
Because of its representation as a color in general. The primary reason being that it generally represents magic, and when I looked it up in the Star Wars universe, it primarily, at least used to represent wielders primarily of the Force, rather than excessive combat capabilities, basically.
Okay.
And I like to think of myself as lucky, magical, Force sensitive, if you will.
Okay.
It's also the color of my eyes, if that also indicates the fact that that's true.
True too. Okay, and then the style of saber hilt was
Power and control.
Power and control.
Yes.
And why did you pick that one?
Because I like the design style of it. It's kind of a minimalist approach. The geometric shapes, I guess, is something that I like and appreciate. And I guess there is a part of me that likes to have power and control sometimes, so it also still represents me in a way.
All right. So was this a worthwhile experience in your mind, having not seen any information about this,
right?
Having not heard much about it, and doing this blind, cold, whatever you want to call it?
Yes.
Was this totally worth it for you?
I would say so. I really enjoyed that. That was a really good experience, really good workshop that they have there, and putting it all together was really neat and worthwhile. So to end, rising moons from the Black Spire, and thank you, Walt, for the magic, and the magic you never dreamed would be possible. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment and let us know how we're doing and what you'd like to see.